Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 17 of the 31 Days of Horror. DBougie86 here again. That's right, guys. Now, the film I got for you guys today is a 1994 shot and video film from director Eric Stanze, who is a director I do know of. I haven't seen a lot of his films. I actually seen his latest film, In Memory of, recently, and I really enjoyed and dug the hell out of that. And this is one of his first films, and that goes by the title of Savage Harvest. Yes, Savage Harvest is pretty much the way I would describe it as a film. Is pretty much like a shot on video version of Evil Dead in a sense. With little differences, of course. Pretty much the main setup is we have a group of campers that are camping out in the woods, and pretty much on this woods that they go to back in the day, there was this ancient myth of Cherokee Indians fighting this demon, and they would be back to fight off said Cherokee Indian that put them down. And what ends up happening is one of the campers that actually come to this woods ends up being like a descendant of the Cherokee warrior that defeated these demons a long time ago. So the demons are awoken, and what they do is they end up inhabiting uh, the people that are there, and it turns into like a slasher in that sense too, where they're being stalked through the woods. It's kind of a mixture of like Evil Dead / Night of the Demons in that sense of how the demonic force works. And pretty much it's like a tale of survival. They're trying to chase, getting chased by these demonic creatures, and it goes into an all-out bloodfest. Pretty much, that's pretty much the gist of the plot of Savage Harvest that I could talk about. My thoughts on this film. Uh, Actually, well, before I even started this review, I was just sitting down after the film was over and the menu started playing, and it had like that great menu where it has like the flame, and you hear like the music that plays in the beginning, like boom, 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 and I was just stuck in a trance because it had a very great chant to the music. And yeah, there's some interesting choices of music. There's a few songs that pop up in the movie that come out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this music? But fucking, it's funny, in that aspect. Uh, the gore is great in this film. The effects are outstanding. I even like the look of the demons in general. You can get sort of like a glimpse there of what you're gonna get with like big giant demon teeth, and fucking elongated tongues. And there's this great scene where the first introduced to the demon and gets like a screwdriver stabbed into his head, and you see like the blood fucking squaring out, full like Fulcion style. It's very fucking gorific, this movie, and it runs at a fast pace. It has a great pace to it, which a lot of shot and video films usually don't have, because they usually have a lot of like slow mo moments in them where they stretch the film out. This one's like only 70 minutes, and it fucking drives by, and you're like on for the ride. Like, I had to rewind a few scenes of this because it was just moving at like a fast pace, and the whole ending, fucking crazy. Like the whole ending scene of this movie, I was blown away by it. This movie was so much fun for the budget it had, and you know what? It was well directed and well shot, which you can't really say for a lot of shot and video films. Uh, it had like some good shot ups and setups shots in it, which I was really, and it wasn't really like shaky cam either, because there is like a lot of running in this movie, which you gotta respect a filmmaker. And you could see, if you see a lot of Eric Stanze's work after this one, of the ones I have seen, I've seen a few of his other films like Rat Line, and what was the other one? In Memory of. You could see him grow as a filmmaker pretty much, and he was already doing well established shots in like one of his first features, and it was a shot on video film. And fucking fantastic shit, man. I was actually blown away how much I enjoyed this film for what it was. It's definitely one that you gotta check out. I think you actually I did pick this up on Eric's website at Wicked Pixel Cinema. I believe I said that right. So I'll leave the link below where you can get this. And I gotta check out the sequel too. There's actually a sequel to this. I know Eric didn't actually direct that film. He was executive producer on it. I think one of his buddies actually directed the sequel to this. Uh, but yeah, fucking fun ass shit, and uh, I highly recommend it. How do I usually rate genre video films? More on a fun scale. I'm not gonna give like a scale on like acting or like production quality, even though I do think that this one has a little bit more of a production quality than some of the other shot on video films I have seen in the past. Uh, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. I highly enjoyed it for what it was. You know, it's not gonna be for everyone, especially if you're not a fan of like low budget shot on video films. You might not like it as much as I did in that aspect of how I rated it, but that's the way I rate these type of movies because it's not fair to rate them on like a Oscar worthy level, guys. Because there are different qualities of films, and I rated it on the quality of film that it is to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, Savage Harvest. I highly recommend it if you're a fan of these type of movies. Def check it out. It's fucking awesome. All right, guys, that's it for day 17. I'll be back tomorrow with another one as usual. So I'll see you then. Peace out.